Hello, Spencer County High School, and welcome to another episode of the Digital Den. We have Mr. Phillips with us this morning to run down all things SCHS. Mr. Phillips, we have a busy week on tap as we all look forward to a long break coming up.
We do.
The fall choir concert, the faculty meeting, NHS introduction ceremony, club day, and then the ninth grade town hall and assembly.
Yep.
All next week.
Busy.
Yeah, tell us more about that assembly.
Yeah, for sure. So the assembly is something we're going to do next week. So it's kind of our build up to fall break. We had an opportunity. We have a staff member here that works with our district, and she actually made a connection with Miss Kentucky, the current Miss Kentucky, and she likes to. Miss Kentucky travels to schools, and she kind of gets her message out, kind of about how she grew up and just trying to motivate kids. So we thought it would be a great time to get all of our students in the gym to just kind of hear that message, and kind of it's just uplifting. Like, hey, you can overcome. You know, we all have circumstances. You can work to overcome that. So really excited to get her in here next week. I think we're actually going to have some kids from Hillview come, maybe some middle school kids. So we want kids to hear that message for sure. So excited about that. That'll be, like I said, that's the week prior to fall break. I know kids are counting that down. I think we have 6 school days left. Today is Thursday, so I guess this will air on Friday. So we have 1 week left, but. Yeah, we'll get there. We had NHS this week. We had that induction ceremony was last night over at the extension office. Really proud of those kids, man. But I don't know how many we have, but it's a bunch because I had to sign all those certificates, and I felt like I was in my office for an hour signing certificates, which is awesome. Great problem to have. Good stuff. You know, kids just excelling out. You know, using those talents and in their intelligence outside the classroom, which is really cool. Club day coming up next week, so those are on Wednesday. So we'll kind of be on an alternate schedule on Wednesday next week, which is gives our clubs and our teachers kids and students that time, about 30 minutes at a time, to just kind of work through their club stuff. A lot of community service goes on during that time, which I'm a real advocate for. So yeah, we have those once a month. So excited for that. What else do we got there? We had the choir concert was Sunday afternoon. They did that here out in the parking lot. That's something that kind of started during COVID, when we couldn't be in buildings and things like that. So Miss Alcorn has just kind of run with that, and it's become a huge thing. It's one of the coolest events you'll see all year. Sometimes they do it out at Driscoll's, the estate there. They'll do it there, but I think there's like some renovations right now. So we did it here this year, and just exciting times here. We've got a lot going on for sure.
Yes, absolutely. There are some new and exciting things to celebrate students who are excelling inside and outside of the classroom.
That's correct.
What can you tell us about the new PBIS celebration?
So I'm not going to tell you a lot because we have a PBIS committee that's doing that right now. We've got some admin, Miss Hawkins and Miss Speakman they kind of head that committee, and there's 6 or 8 teachers involved in that, and they are just deep in planning for some exciting celebrations for kids. We want to make them a little bit different this year and make it to where we really celebrate the great things that are going on. And when kids show up every day and do what they're supposed to do, we want to celebrate that. So you'll be hearing more about that. I don't want to give that away right now. We do them once a quarter, so we do them throughout the school year. But there'll be some exciting things coming up for kids to kind of get rewarded for about a half a day. You know, we'll take a half a day and do some things, but just excited but I'll let them announce that. I don't want to spoil their surprise.
Absolutely. So the football team is back on the road this Friday. They will be in Franklin County this week.
Yep.
Do you have any news about that at all?
I do not. Franklin County is always probably our toughest opponent on our schedule, and I know Mark Sprague, if he did his coach's show this week, he probably said the same thing. But had a lot of sports this week. I've been here every night this week with something. We had soccer senior night the other night. We had volleyball, girls and boys soccer at home this week. So it's exciting. I love it. I've said it before on this podcast, and I'll say it again. There's nothing better when you ride by here at 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and campus is there's kids everywhere and parents everywhere. And we had Fields of Faith last night, which is something our FCA puts on. It turns out that's a huge event. So just a lot of good stuff going on campus. And the weather's really cooperated with us right now. We had a great homecoming dance on Saturday. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention that. I think almost 600 kids here.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was here for a couple hours. I didn't stay for the whole thing. That gets past my bedtime when you get to 11 o'clock. But really exciting. And I've got to where I like that as much or more than prom. It's become an every year thing that our Project Grad puts on. I love it. It keeps kids close to home. It's not as formal as prom, so kids can be a little more laid back with their dress and how they show up. But kids show up, and we've got some staff members that that DJ it. You know, our parents, senior parents, they come and do all the chaperoning. So I think it's turned into a really cool night for me, and it's outside. I think that's one thing I really like about it. And the weather, every year we've done it, cross our fingers, the weather has been fabulous. So we're due probably one year to have a bad weather day, but Saturday night was awesome. The temperature was awesome, and the kids were great. Just love to see them come in and, you know, outside of school and just enjoying their classmates and their friends. But it was a good night. But yeah, so busy times.
Absolutely. You got any plans for fall break at all?
I do not. I'm gonna play a little bit of golf. This is the first fall break. I think I'm gonna stay home and not do much at all. Really, I'll be in here quite a bit. I'll stop in here and do some things and. Because we'll hit that stretch. This is a choppy time of year, but we hit fall break, and then we get about 3 weeks, and then we're on Thanksgiving break, and then you get 3 weeks, and you're out. You know, we're out for winter and Christmas break. So the school year is pretty choppy right now, which makes it a little easier to navigate. Because once we come back in January, we hit that long stretch, and you know, where we don't get snow days, you're kind of here. You know, so it's exciting right now. You can kind of feel it in the air. Like everybody knows fall break's coming. What about you? You doing anything fall break?
I will be in Florida,
There you go.
and I will be celebrating my 18th.
Nice. Turning 18 in Florida. Yeah, that is great. Good stuff there. That's awesome. Good
Yes,
stuff.
thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to mention?
That's it. I think we're good. 5 days till fall break. So let's get in here and get it done next week. And you know, junior and senior parents will be paying attention. We've got some SAT stuff that's going to be coming out here in the next couple of weeks about some dates later on in the year. So just keep your ear to the ground for that.
Absolutely. Also, just a reminder for our seniors that FAFSA is now open. It opened early on September 30th, so make sure that you apply for those scholarships.
One thing I would like to add
that
we missed this week. We had a senior night the other night, a senior parent info night. I don't know if you were there. I don't know if you can, but it was hugely attended. Like it was the most well attended senior night we've had. So Miss Speakman, Miss Slaughter did some great work there. There was about 80 or 90 people here. So really good stuff. A lot of great different. You mentioned FAFSA, so that made me think of that. But it was one of them nights that we had a board meeting that night. We had like soccer was going. There was all kinds of places people could have been, and those parents were here kind of learning, making sure that their seniors are getting finished up and make sure they're on the right track for whatever path they want to choose once they graduate.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us this episode of the Digital Den, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great week, Bears.